Hey everyone, it's time for another edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Udderly from myself, Danny Ackerman of the Danni app. And I'm going to jump right in because I got a lot to share with you this week. So, not this last Monday, but the one before, I was on Ecom Connections along with Diva Dawn, LV, and Mark Freeman, and we were talking about the big ASD show that was recently here in Las Vegas. So if you want to hear oodles and oodles of information on going to trade shows, go check that out. They're ecomconnections.com. You can find them on TalkShoe, and go and give that a listen. So how are those fixed price listings doing for you? eBay gave us that recent promotion of free fixed price listings for 3 days. I hope everybody took advantage of that. I am a big fan of fixed price now, and I come from the good old days when auctions were it. So believe me when I say this, I understand those of you who are still attached to your auction format and love that. It's still a great thing. It's just, you got to be a little more careful now. So I'm going to go into that in a minute. So for me, I didn't, go a little crazy on listing because I have a store where my fixed price listings are only 5 cents. So those of you who have either a basic store or no store, I hope you really took advantage of this and just listed oodles of stuff on fixed price, because this will give you a really good sample of seeing how that format works for you. So I have some criteria for what I put in auction format. And that would be, if the item has just an absolute known market value, and no matter where it starts at auction, it's going to end up in a certain range, say if it's $30 to $40, somewhere in that range, those items are really good to put on auction if you start them down at those low prices. Because what that's going to do is draw people in that are just hoping to get it at that cheaper price. So definitely you can use those items, bring people into your store. The other way that auctions are still outstanding is if there is an unknown market value, meaning there's no recent auctions, there's nothing on Google or very little, and there's just no telling where that item's going to end up. Those are also really good to put on auction because people don't have the option of going over and buying it fixed price from your competitor. So they have to bid on it if they want it, and then that can get pretty intense, and you can see things and still get those crazy bidding wars that everything used to bring. But those items still do really well on auction, so you should utilize it for that. The third thing is, if you can afford to let an item go cheaper than it would go on fixed price. In other words, oh gosh, here I'm on to plush this week. So I would list this, say, at $40 in fixed price mode. But if I don't have much into it and I know it's an item that's really going to be good for putting keywords that are going to bring people to my store, I'll start it at $9.99, which is really crazy low, for the item. And again, I'm not saying that that's what this is. I'm just using it as an example. So starting something at a crazy low price draws all those eyes into your store. So it's the same thing as when you go to Walmart or wherever and you went in there for a certain item that you wanted to go check out, that, they run sales on those things to pull you in, think Black Friday, and you end up hitting this aisle, and this aisle, and this aisle, and oh yeah, when you're checking out, they've got all that great impulse item stuff. So that's what you want. You want people to get into your store and then see all this other crazy great stuff that you have that they can't live without. And it's best if that stuff is at fixed price, because they're in there, they're impulse shopping at this point. You want them to hit the buy button and take that item home. Even if they don't even bid on the item that they came in for, it brought them into your store. So list those things at auction, that we call them loss leaders, that will pull that traffic and those eyeballs into your other stuff. So that is a great way to utilize auctions. I try to run auctions every week. Sometimes I fail, like this week. But I do try to run at least a half a dozen auctions because it will pull that traffic in and get the sales up. And I really see this. I see when I don't have auctions running like this week, sales are really low. They're still coming in, but they're much slower than they would if I was bringing those eyeballs and that traffic into my stuff. So watch what you list at auction format, because you could be delaying a sale. Also, you could be preventing the sale. If somebody is in there impulse shopping, they're going to pass you right by and not come back. And customers love fixed price, especially with best offer. So we'll talk a little bit about buyer psychology. People love to haggle. It's just a human nature thing. So as I talked about last week, the flea market haggling that you can do. So your customers want to be able to do that with you. So this is where fixed price with best offer works really good. And you can still be in control of the price, but your customer feels like they're in control. So you're using a little psychology on them. So people love to feel they're getting a good deal. So you can do your research, figure out the price that the item should go for. Now, here's where it gets really good. Figure out what the worst case scenario is for shipping and include free shipping into the deal. Now take what you came up with and bump that up even more. Yes, more. So for instance, if I'm going to list something at, I want it to sell for $30. That's kind of like the price I'm looking for, and the shipping would be $10, so $40. I'm going to list it at $49.95. I've given myself a $10 cushion in there. Someone comes along and makes me an offer for $42, I'm going to take it. I'm getting my price. They're thinking that they're getting $8 off. They're happy. It's a win-win for everyone. Now the other way this works really good is with that free shipping. You all know that shipping varies depending on where your customer's at. So this same person comes in and offers me $42 and they're way far on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. So it's the worst case scenario shipping. I've still won. But if they're one state over, say in Colorado, that shipping just went down to $6. There's $4 more profit I just got. Win. Even better, if they're international, they pay calculated international shipping. So not only then did I get pretty much the full price, I got shipping on top of it. So say someone international makes me an offer of even $35. Well, I originally wanted $40 out of that item, figuring $10 was going to be for shipping. If they offer me $35 and are paying the shipping, I'm still $5 ahead of where I wanted to be. It is a win-win for everyone. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing how all of this psychology works on your buyers and marketing. It's been around for years and years and years. That's why all the big sites use free shipping as an enticement to buy. And we should be doing it too. And of course, then you're going to get your automatic 5 stars in shipping costs and not have to worry about that. So that was the original reason that I went to free shipping, to kind of build up my shipping cost star, and I found that sales just went crazy through the roof. So definitely use that best offer, use free shipping, and test it. I know that doesn't work for every category and it doesn't work for every person, but test it in what you sell. I'm telling you, I hear every day someone saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe how well this works and how great sales are. If something is a little stagnant in your store and not working, even if it's a specific item, test it. Try this. You don't know unless you try it. And I'm telling you, I hear it from sellers like day after day after day that they wish they'd have done this sooner. So I hope that helps some of you. And also want to point out a friend of mine, Mandy, has a new blog. And Mandy's a really, really cool seller. She's up in Canada. She comes up with great stuff. She sells a lot of Steve and vintage teddy bears and that kind of thing, as well as, you know, everything else. And she has a new blog, which is really exciting because it's stuff that we may not be aware of down here in the States if you're here in the US, or even if my international friends, if you might run across this stuff from people that have brought it over. But anyway, it's at Mandy Crafts. That's MANDI crafts with an S .blogspot.ca. Go check her out. Check out her store. We've been talking because she had a little recent run-in with Vero policies and Hard Rock Cafe shot glasses. So, little word of warning, there are some fake Hard Rock Cafe shot glasses out there that you definitely want to stay away from. Has something to do with the font on the tech, and so I'm going to send you to a website to check those out. That's hrcshots.com/fakeshots.htm. So if you want to get the scoop on that and make sure you're not dealing in any fakes, because yeah, the Vero people are out there and they're gonna shut you down. So that's it for this week. I've still got some spaces left in the Denver workshops. That's the day before EOL, the Wednesday in May, and I believe I only have 2 spots left. So if you're thinking about doing that, please go over and register and save your spot at thedanniapp.com/workshops/-new. I'll give you that in the description. Please, these are going to be really intense workshops. We're going to source in the morning and we're going to sell it in the afternoon. I'm going to share a lot of my secrets and how I do my listings with you, and I really am going to help you grow your business if that's what you want to do, and kind of think outside your comfort zones of things you would normally buy, and it's going to be a profitable day. Come join us at Ask the Danni app on Sunday nights. I'm there with my co-host Miriam Otto of the eBay Life blog, and we go over all the happenings of the week, and we review your listings, and we talk all things eBay and Amazon and whatever you bring up to us. Got that. And of course there's a Facebook group. Come join us over on Facebook, and that's also facebook.com/groups/thedanniapp. We talk about everything online selling over there and share things, and we go on treasure hunts, and we have a lot of fun. So that's it for this week. See y'all. Happy listing, happy selling.